we surprised Rob said yes to this gig? Maybe not so much.
Comedy Central! This is nice, eh? Actual people. Before we begin, I just want to lower your expectations for a second. This is not going to be that good. Okay. In fact, I'm not even sure if this is stand-up comedy that I may be doing right now. It's actually just an opportunity for me to get some shit off of my chest. It's more like a public service announcement because it's shit that you need to know as well. You're walking around oblivious, you need to know this. Okay? And some of what I'm gonna say is gonna be offensive to animal lovers. But fuck them, okay? I'm just here to tell you that some animals are assholes, okay? It's true. I'm sorry. I'm not saying all animals are assholes. I can see the animal lovers are, Rob! How can you say that? Animals are cool. Every single little animal, both great and small, are made in God's image, Rob. Well, if that's the case, I'm here to tell you God was drunk sometimes, okay? I'm not saying all animals are assholes. I'm just saying some are. And I'm saying that all animals, whether they're assholes or not, belong in the circle of life. That's fine, okay? All the animals, except for pugs. You know those dogs where they got the squished face and the eyes popping out, like they've been constipated and then they pushed too hard, like that. What the fuck is going on with those dogs? Except for pugs, all other animals, whether they are assholes or not, belong in the circle of life. Okay? Fine. But some animals are assholes. Cats. The only thing more pretentious than a cat person is a fucking cat. Okay? That's why I love dogs. Dogs are desperate. You know what I mean? Dogs are desperate. No matter how long you've known a dog for, it still feels like that dog is still auditioning for the job. You could have known a dog for 10 years, and you'll get home and the dog will still be like, I love you! Do you love me? Do you want some tea? I'll get you the newspaper! The remote, I'll do your fucking taxes! Just love me back! Cats, on the other hand, look like they're auditioning you for the job. Cat will be like... No, I don't think so. No, I think you'll find that's some other pussy you're thinking of. I tell you what, why did you get your people to call my people? I'll tell my people to tell your people to piss off. Cats are assholes. Peacocks are assholes as well. Right? I know you sitting there thinking, no, peacocks are so beautiful. No! Assholes. They're clearly overcompensating for something. Think about it. It's in the name. Guys, peacocks are basically just like a guinea fowl in drag. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. They're believing their own hype. Bullshit. Peacocks are assholes. I actually overheard a very strange conversation when I was at a game farm about a peacock. And I was at a game farm and I was listening to this conversation. It was a game ranger, so picture him, right? Big fucking guy with a beard and a lot of cocky. What the fuck is it with game rangers and cocky? Before game rangers, there was just one shade of cocky. Cocky was cocky, right? Game rangers came along, suddenly we got 50 shades of cocky. We got like grey cocky, blue cocky, green cocky, and kika, which is cocky inside out. Game rangers are the only people who will get dressed in a head-to-toe khaki outfit and look at themselves in the mirror and go, I like this outfit. I just think it needs more khaki. So I was listening to this conversation at the game farm. I was busy having a poo at the time. So I was listening to this guy in khaki while I was having a khaki. And I hear this guy and he goes, sir, some of our staff here at the game farm did notice that you did stole one of our peacocks. Yes, you did put it in your boot and someone that saw you. Of course they fucking saw you, it's a peacock! How do you steal a peacock? How do you surreptitiously steal an animal whose sole survival instinct is to be noticed? It's not like you can sidle up to a peacock and like stick a gun in its back and go, act natural. Okay! Working it! Working it! Baboons are assholes. If you look at the scientific diagram of a baboon, it's practically 85% asshole. There's too much asshole for one animal. Guys, God was drunk. You can just imagine him in his like ideas studio. You know? He's got his thinking cap on, he's got different colored markers highlighting ideas. He's got a cup of tea which he's turned into whiskey, and he's blue skying this shit. He's like, and when they are horny, their bums will explode. And they will always be horny. This shit writes itself. Baboons are assholes. Yes, since you asked, there is a backstory, okay? I was once, as a baby, nearly kidnapped by a troop of baboons. I'm not kidding. I swear to God, this actually happened. We drove, my mom and my dad and me, and a tiny, cute little baby and my grandparents. We drove along the garden route. We stopped off at the picnic spot on the other side of the Storms River Bridge, which is no longer there. You know why? Because baboons are assholes. We come in there. My mom notices this troop of baboons. They're agitated. She's like, I don't feel safe coming out there. My granddad is like, don't be ridiculous, Judy. They are God's creatures. Let's go. We sit down and picnic. I swear to God, this baboon jumps down into the picnic, grabs me, and jumps into the fucking tree, guys. I am still traumatized to this day. I'm terrified. I went to the Cape Point Nature Reserve with my daughter, and I was drinking a yogurt, and this baboon spotted me, made a beeline. I fucking threw the yogurt. I'm not proud. I used my daughter as a human shield. I was like, I am paying for everything. Do something. Those baboons in the Cape Point, they are gangster. I once made the mistake of smoking a joint in Cape Point. This baboon spotted me. He snuck up to me, stabbed me, stole my banky of weed, sold it to a tourist in the parking lot at 3 times the price I bought it for. So let me get back to my story. I'm in the tree. My granddad grabs me by the ankle like this because he has to act fast because it was his cock idea, okay? He screams at the baboon, let go, you asshole, and the baboon runs away. And I was saved. Now everyone when they hear that story, like, oh my God, that's so amazing, it's so beautiful, what an incredible story, you must have looked just like a baby baboon. You could have been Tarzan, you could have been South Africa's version of Tarzan swinging through the trees naked. It's bullshit. I wouldn't have lasted a half an hour because why? I have a perfect ass, okay? My perfect little bum cheeks would have been a dead giveaway. That baboon would have been like, that ass does not belong on a baboon. Imposter. That's my time. Thank you very much, guys.